Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 1st. We're just going to jump right in here, Cancer, and see what is going on for you. In your first row for your current general energies, you have this fleeting card. It says you're in a transition phase in your career. If you keep faking it or winging it, you will end up getting nowhere fast. So I don't like when people say fake it till you make it. So I think we should just be whatever the hell we want to be, right? And there's no need to fake anything. So I would just say, I think you just need to step into the energy if that happens to be for you. I don't think that message has to do, for all of you here, basically. And I actually do think things are transitioning very quickly. Like, look, you have this rabbit that's running. You have the chariot here as well, which would represent quick movement. You have the Six of Swords even. On this Six of Swords in the After Tarot, they've finally made it to the calmer shores. So, it kind of looks to me like you maybe have ended a cycle or a situation in your life, like a karmic cycle, like this card here says, and now you're actually going to be progressing towards like a goal, wish, dream, or whatever else it is you want very, very quickly. So I do see like fast movement here, which is nice, whenever things like start kind of progressing very quickly. And, that's that. You have the Queen of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and the Knight of Cups in your first row. This, to me, looks like love right here. So if you want love, I feel like there could be love coming in for you, but there needs to be communication. I mean, having Six of Cups to the Eight of Wands there, to me, says that, like, there could be a knight in shining armor. Like, literally, this is knight in shining armor. This is you, and then independence, right? Page of Swords, just looking. Maybe, so I don't know who's spying on who here, but somebody's watching somebody. And you have that card. It says, get curious. The Page of Swords is all about curiosity. So, I kind of have like a million things rushing into my head here for you, Cancer. Like, number one, it's like sometimes I think we, if you I'm not calling you out here, Cancer, right? But if you have your eye on a person, it's like, I feel this reading is saying like, number one, you have the resources. You have the resources to make this very successful, whatever this connection is. But I do feel it is kind of like saying, but also like, don't rush right into it. Number one. Number two, like, I think it's saying get curious about it. Like, if you're interested in a person you work with or like a friend, Six of Cups could be like a friend or something like that. Could be anything. Could be a person at a distance as well. I feel like this energy is saying like, don't make assumptions about the person. I think it's saying get curious because it like wants you to learn, about the person. So I don't know, start flirting, start doing something. I can't tell you what to do, but do something is what I would say. I also feel that a lot of you are clearly very focused as well on financial success, and this looks like quick financial success to me. I mean, Queen of Pentacles, Chariot, Nine of Pentacles, very, very positive. I feel like you're in a good, I feel like you're in a good place, or you will be soon. You have the Six of Swords moving on to calmer shores, so, definitely some improvements coming in for you at this time. You have a lot of cards, actually, that would represent this. Like this, the Chariot, he is your card, but he's leaving behind the city behind him, and he's going to a place where he can set himself apart. Then you have the Two of Pentacles. There's a boat right here. So it looks to me like a lot of you have moved on from a difficult stage of your life, and you're entering into a much better stage. Again, you have the Knight of Cups. Could be a knight in shining armor. Definitely could be a water sign. Could be any sign. But also, the Knight of Cups kind of represents a dream, or like part of your dream life, something that you dream of accomplishing in your life as well. And if we go up like this, we have Chariot, Six of Cups. Six of Cups could be like a childhood dream, something that you've been dreaming of having since you were a child, or doing since you were a child. And so some of you, there could be like some sort of childhood dream coming true, or there's an opportunity. You have that I almost just said get rich quick. You have that get curious card, and you have the Page of Swords, which is the child. So, I feel for some of you, it's like time for you to look into like your childhood dreams, or something that you've wanted to do since you were a child. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Cups. A lot of Eight of Cups energy. I mean, we just had the eclipse. This card is the only card in the tarot that has an eclipse on it. Not this one. This is from the White Sage Tarot, but in traditional tarot. And, so you could be like walking away from things. Everybody's been getting this from, walking away from things that no longer serve you, or walking away from things that have been a disappointment with that Four of Cups. With the Six of Swords, you have the Ace of Cups, moving on to, full, like, true fulfillment. If you want love, could be true love, but really, I feel like the time for you to have like a fulfilling life is now, Cancer. There's some sort of abundance coming in the form of energy. It could be financial abundance as well with that Nine of Pentacles, but I kind of feel like it's everything. You're going to be feeling much more fulfilled in the near future. A lot of happiness here. The Sun. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction. Pretty sure I've said this to you. It could be a Scorpio, by the way, that you're interested in. Although I kind of feel like this is true for everyone. Like if you're getting into a connection, it might change the direction of your life. I feel like I said this to you in your last reading, your May reading, right? The monthly reading. There's something here about, this could change things for you. Is this a bad thing? I'd say hell no. Like, I think it's a good thing. It just, maybe you end up with a person where you have to, like, move or travel or, who knows? Something. There's some sort of difference here is what I'm getting at, Cancer, and I don't want to keep babbling on about it, so there you go. Next, you have this karmic cycle card. This says repeated patterns, situations, lessons, not for you, toxic red flags, blah, blah, blah. All the toxic stuff. You have this May card. It says travel or change of place may bring new vigor. Cinco de Mayo, culture, victory. Now is the time to seek change. And this card says May on it. And we're in the month of May. There you go. So there's clearly a change. You could be ending like a karmic cycle in your life, and I would definitely recommend that. I think, anytime we have eclipses, it's an amazing time to end a karmic cycle as well. Could be with a person, but, a karmic cycle can just be a repeat story that you have in your life. It's like there are a million examples of repeat stories. I always tell a story like many years ago now, thank God, I was stuck, and I kept overdrafting my bank account like exactly $800. It's like every time I would always make that $800 back, I would always be able to, pay it back and everything, but $800, that was my story, like 10 times in a row. I kid you not, right? So, what I would say here is like, what is your story? Do you have a repeating story? Is there something that keeps happening to you like every single month or every 2 months or whatever the case may be? I feel like this is saying now is the time to put an end to that story. You have the Eight of Cups, the Chariot, and the Queen of Cups here. The Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a card of contemplation and apathy. It really says that you have everything you need, to do something that you want to do. I always say that he's like manifesting things in front of him, but imagine if he were trying to manifest a cake. It's like he's manifesting the flour, the sugar, the eggs, but he's manifested all the bits, like all the ingredients. He just needs to mix it together and put it in the oven. So I kind of feel that for you, where it's like you have everything you need, with whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. I mean, look at this right here. Six of Cups to the Eight of Wands. So it's like you have everything you need. You just need to put it in the oven. You just need to, give something a little bit of love here. And, this could be anything. Could be a relationship, a business idea. Something needs to be put in the oven. And it's going to, I love the Eight of Wands because Eight of Wands is quick success. You have the Chariot, which not only is it your card, but it also represents quick success. So it's like something is going to be successful for you much faster than you realize, but you have to put it in the oven. You have to, kind of like get it going. The other thing is with the Six of Cups here, the Six of Cups can say that maybe you've been experiencing some blockages. And, Six of Cups to me can be a gift from the universe. And the gift we receive is a turnaround, meaning we've been experiencing a blockage to accomplish something. And then we can move past the blockage once we get the Six of Cups. It's kind of like a removal of obstacles, basically. And so I feel like maybe sometimes we don't realize that the obstacle has been removed. So I would make your move here. This could be communication with a person as well, with that Eight of Wands. Next, you have the Chariot. Again, I just see you charging towards success. You have the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you're either already in a good spot or you're about to be in a good spot, like financially. I'm not saying that you're necessarily like loaded, but I do feel things could be improving significantly here with the Chariot, and it's like you're getting to a much better place. You have the Queen of Cups. I kind of feel like you're taking better care of yourself. This could be like mentally, physically, or otherwise. And I feel like you're feeding your brain like good things, good words, positivity, all that other stuff. And this could be leading to a lot more success in your life here, Cancer. So, love it, definitely. Let's see where this is going. With the Four of Cups, you have the Moon here. The Moon is not seeing that you have all the ingredients that you need to mix together. So I would definitely say it's time to take action on something. I also feel you need to trust your intuition more. With the Chariot, you have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, it's time to be bold and assertive. Queen of Wands, she just she just moves towards her desire. Like, as in, she desires to do something and she just does it. She doesn't like think about it. She doesn't, hem and haw or, come up with a bunch of reasons of not to do something. Actually, the danger with the moon is that with the moon, we can have a really good idea and then start thinking about all the bad stuff. She just does it regardless. So whatever you're trying to accomplish right now, I would go for it. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Four of Cups. I actually like this Four of Cups because unlike that first Four of Cups, guess what? All the ingredients are being mixed together in one cup here. This is the White Sage Tarot. So for a lot of you, it does look like you could start mixing things together and, figuratively. You could be taking action on that, business idea, goal, wish, dream, whatever it is for you. And, I would get moving here. Next, you have this Cloak card. This is from the Empyrean Oracle by Threads of Fate. Full disclosure, I do have a business relationship with Threads of Fate, and they're launching 3 new decks. There's a link down below with more information, and those decks are awesome. They look amazing. But what I would say here is I feel like, again, this card, it kind of represents things that are cloaked, things that are hidden, but that's not really what I'm getting here. I'm getting more of that curiosity card. It says get curious, as in, I think maybe if you look at things that haven't worked out for you over the past several years, maybe they were situations where you put them on a pedestal, you idealized the situation. And I'm not just talking about love here, I'm talking about everything. It's like this could be business ideas where it's like you got really excited, you thought things were going to work out much, much better than they actually did, and that led to a disappointment. 4 of Cups twice, right? Same thing with love. Like maybe you thought someone was great and they sucked. So, I kind of feel that this is more saying maybe you have learned or you are learning that you kind of need to see that you need to be curious, that you need to kind of be a little bit more of a detective and not get, not build up these big expectations on things. And maybe you're kind of looking at yourself as more of an explorer, needing to explore, not get too excited and find out for yourself. That's kind of like the energy I get here. You have the 6 of Cups, the 2 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like you've truly gotten to this place of independence where you can kind of take care of yourself. And this could also be improving things for you. This could also be why, things are getting better for you, because it's almost like you're, in a more independent place, and I feel like you're much more focused as well. The interesting thing is here is that this is the After Tarot. And again, her glove is on the ground here, and she's kind of admiring her work. Grapes in the tarot represent something that requires a lot of skill to grow. And you can see that the falcon is flying away right here. The glove in the tarot on the 9 of Pentacles represents the fact that she is normally training her focus. She is learning, or is trying to be as focused as possible. But it's now I feel like you're at this place where you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. You can, enjoy the work that you've done. You have the 2 of Pentacles, some sort of choice that you have to make. I'm just going to tell you right now, if you make the choice to put, energy into whatever it is you're trying to create, it's going to be successful very quickly. 8 of Wands right here. You have the 6 of Cups again. 6 of Cups can represent a turnaround. I also get something about a childhood dream. It's like maybe this is a childhood dream that you haven't really told people about, or maybe you haven't really exposed your childhood dreams, goals, wishes, or whatever. But, there's a very childlike energy in this reading. You have the 6 of Cups. The Sun can represent your inner child. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then the Page of Swords as well. So there's something here about, a childhood dream. Let's put it that way. With the 6 of Cups, you have the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles, building, leaving a legacy. 10 of Pentacles is amazing. So I feel like there's a lot of success coming in for you here. For some of you, this could be maybe you want to build a family. Maybe that's something you've always dreamed about. And this could definitely be building a family. It could also just be you building, leaving a legacy. Again, 10 of Pentacles comes up all the time. It's Uranus and Taurus. We have Uranus and Taurus until 2026. And, that's basically all about building, leaving a legacy. With the 2 of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Swords, Knight of Swords, again, no expectations. Knight of Swords is too hasty. Everything I've been saying in this reading, he rushes into things and he doesn't think about it or anything like that. I'm not even saying that you need to think about anything. I'm just saying, I would keep an open mind. If you meet a new person that you're really excited about and love, for example, take the time to get to know them. Don't just rush right into things, right? And I just said this to Pisces as well. It could be a Pisces. You have the moon here. It could be any sign. Take it how it resonates. But what I would say is don't just rush right into things. Take your time, learn about it. Again, you could be be I kind of feel like you could be attracting a person like this as well. Could also be a Leo. I mean, you have everything here. It could be any sign, Cancer. You could just be very attractive at this time. But looking around here, like I feel like it's saying, maybe they're taking their time. If you're meeting a person, they could be moving a little bit slower. But I don't think this is a bad thing. With the Nine of Pentacles, you have the King of Swords. I kind of feel like this could be a person you're attracting, could be older than you, very mature. But I also feel like this is your energy. Again, you've gained a lot of wisdom. You've gained a lot of knowledge. You know what to do now. And so, pay attention to that. Finally, you have this Get Curious card. Yes, I feel like this is probably the best thing you could possibly do right now is to be curious, to be a detective, kind of really be interested in things that interest you, but really go deeper. You have the Eight of Wands, which could say, to really, this doesn't have to be a person. Again, this could be like a business idea, a childhood dream. I feel like this is saying like explore the reasons why you want it and like really start exploring it. You have the Eight of Wands, the Sun, and the Page of Swords. Eight of Wands is, of course, quick success. It can also represent a quick conclusion. It can represent communication. I feel all of that for you. I feel like there is quick success here. Obviously, you have the Chariot. I also feel there could be communication as well. So if you're attracting a person, you could be communicating with this person or there is communication. On top of that, I would say that I do feel you need to kind of like explore something deeper with the Eight of Wands. You have the Sun right here, and the Sun always has this wall right here and behind the child that's normally on the horse, and it kind of represents the wall that we all put up against our inner child. Like there are things that we want to do, but maybe we're afraid of being judged or we're afraid of people making fun of us or whatever. And I kind of feel like this is encouraging you to let your inner child out. I feel like it's encouraging you to be playful, to be kind of like a child, like children. They're not afraid to ask questions. They're not afraid to be curious, all those things. So, if anything new, I'm speaking very generally because I feel like this is very general. Like, some of you it could be getting into relationships, but it could be like multiple things. It could be a relationship, a business, a health routine that you want to start. It could be, a bunch of things. And I feel it's just a very curious time for you here, Cancer. And I feel like that's the energy the universe wants you to work with is curiosity. You have the Page of Swords, literally the card of the detective. He really looks into things that he's interested in. He might continue, studying something or learning about something or acting on something. He might not, right? And I feel like this is kind of like saying you need to find out like what interests you or if a person interests you or if a business is interesting to you, because if you don't, then it's just going to exist in the clouds, right? With the Eight of Wands, you have the Devil. I'm wondering if you've dealt with a toxic or have come off of a toxic connection in the past. Although I kind of feel good about this. It could be a Capricorn or a person with Capricorn in their chart, but it could be I kind of do get just that Capricorn energy here. I also get this like steady thing. But the other thing is that what's popping into my head is that in Vedic astrology, the Capricorn was traditionally a crocodile, and it's a sea goat in, regular Western astrology, but, the crocodile lives in water and land, and I kind of feel that this reading is talking about something that right now, it just exists in water, it just exists in that watery world, and it needs to come onto land. It's like something needs to be grounded in reality here. It could be through communication. It could be a business idea. For a lot of you, I feel it's financial because we have this Nine of Pentacles here. And so you might have some sort of hidden talent, gift, skill, or ability that you want to make money with. And, I feel like this reading is saying like, hey, you can do that, but you have to like bring it from water to land. With the Sun, you have the Five of Swords. Again, no future projection. Some of you could be like meeting a person. You're like, oh my God, when are they going to break up with me? I feel like this is saying like, don't do that. Don't jump to conclusions. I also kind of feel that this card is encouraging you to take some sort of risk. Five of Swords is my card of taking a risk, so I feel like there's a risk you have to take. With the Page of Swords, you have the Five of Pentacles. Like worried about being left out in the cold here, worried that you don't have something. I kind of feel like you feel that you are missing something with that, with that Five of Pentacles. Like maybe you feel like you're not good enough or you don't have something or, whatever. It's like maybe you feel like you don't have enough money to be with a person, but it's like maybe they don't care about money, right? I feel like I kind of feel this reading, and that's just one example. I feel like there's a million things that you could feel like you're missing, right? And I feel like the Five of Pentacles says, do not focus on your weaknesses, focus on your strengths. I also feel like you could be making a bigger deal out of something than you need to. Like I always use the example. I used to have a buddy who was like, he was renting this warehouse, and he just wanted to get out of this warehouse. And he was like super afraid to, for whatever reason, to tell the landlord that he wanted to get out of this warehouse that he was in. And so finally he tells the guy, like, I want to leave the warehouse. And the guy was like, oh, thank God. I have another business that wants to be in here, and I've been afraid to tell you that I want you to get out. It's like he made a big deal out of something that ended up being nothing, right? And that's kind of popping into my head with that Five of Pentacles. It could be in love, but it could also be like in business or something else. Maybe you want to tell somebody something, or maybe you want to. I have a million stories if you can't tell, rushing around my head right now, Cancer. It's like I feel like all of you, it's like you want to do something. I feel like you're making this big deal out of it, but it's actually going to be like a tiny little thing. It's not even going to matter. So just do it, whatever it is. You have this younger man card. It says dealings with relationships with a younger man. I always clarify these people cards. Then you have a candle. It says you will be shown the way. I feel like you could just be dealing with a younger person in general, or you could be the younger person. Take it how it resonates. And I feel like you're getting signs and symbols, especially if this is about love, and especially if it's a friend, is what I'm getting on that Six of Cups. Next, you have this moon card. It says changes in your life. Yeah, I really felt that. I kind of said that earlier where, if you end up in a love situation, it's going to take your life in a new direction that you just didn't think you were probably going to go in. But this is going to be a good thing. It's not going to be a bad thing. I think you're going to be very happy. Next, and it doesn't have to be love. It could be anything. You have this target. It says a goal-oriented person. I kind of feel like this is you. You have a lot of goals. There's something you want to achieve, probably a childhood dream. It doesn't have to be a childhood dream. It could be something that makes you feel childlike, like more fun, that brings more joy into your life, that makes you curious, right? All those things. So I feel like you're very goal-oriented. You have this Cane card. It says pay attention to your health. I think everybody needs to pay attention to their health this year. Neptune and Pisces still. I mean, years ago, like I predicted COVID in 2016, and I've been I have a bounty out for the video that I did, because I did a live where I was saying that I was worried about Neptune and Pisces because it has to do with like disease, anything that flows, money. We're going to see money changes. We're already seeing money changes and things like that. So, to me, it's obvious astrology, really. But, what I would say here is I would pay attention to your health, period, during Neptune and Pisces. So until 2026. You have this hills card. It says obstacles to overcome. They're just hills. They're not mountains, right? So, I feel like, again, if you're attracting love, for example, it could be long distance, or, I have a weird story too. Like you might be attracted to a person who's moving away from where you live, and they're moving. That could be the obstacle. But I feel like this is saying, if something's meant for you, it's meant for you. As I always say, it doesn't matter, what obstacles there are. But this is a really good reading here, Cancer. I like it. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.